Hello everyone, this is Xephyr here, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World Iceborne on PC. Today we are going to be working on our extras in the Ancient Forest. So primarily that means we're going to be working on the feline research and Pawswap. There's also some endemic life we haven't gotten that we could potentially get there, so I'll be looking for those as well, but they're a lower priority because they're not only available in the Ancient Forest, and this video is meant to really focus on the Ancient Forest. So if I'm able to get them, we'll get them, but if they're not there, it's not the end of the world. There's not going to be a lot of talking in this video because it's probably going to be a lot of jumping around. I don't know how long each of these things will take. The photos don't take horribly long. Let's take a quick look at them here. Observation log. Requests. Right, so there's 4 per area. You have to do the first 3 to unlock the 4th in each zone. So these ones don't take super long, and I think you can do the first 3 in one run pretty simply. And then we'd have to leave and come back to do the 4th. The 4th one, at least for the Ancient Forest, does take some time because it takes a little luck, which isn't too big of a deal because I'll be going in and out for Pawswap. Now, Pawswap is actually what takes longer because the way Pawswap works is you go and there's 3 felines per region that you can give items to. And this serves a couple of different purposes. The first purpose is it can increase your, I guess just that tribe of Grimmelkind's level for the region. I'm pretty certain we maxed them all out, so that won't matter. But that's something you can do with that. And then also, after they hit a certain amount of friendship, they'll give you hints towards treasure. And I believe there's 10 treasure per map. And that's the real reason we're doing Pawswap, is to get the treasure. However, every time you trade with them, even if you've maxed out their level, they don't necessarily give you a hint towards treasure. So because of that, it could take me a long time to get each hint. And that's why this is probably going to be a pretty staggered video, and there's not going to be a lot of talking, is because I'm just going to be going through and doing each of the things. I'm sure I'll comment on some stuff as I go, but I don't, because I won't know how long it's going to take, and I don't know exactly what's going to happen, and how the editing's going to come out. I'm just going to assume there probably won't be a lot of dialogue from me here, but you'll at least get to see each of the different events and things that happen, and where the treasure is and how to do each of these photos. Now, the other problem is sometimes these photos, as we've seen with some of the ones we have done, you'll take them, you'll think you took a good picture, and it won't come out right. It is what it is. I'm going to make sure I get the maximum reward for each one. It just hopefully doesn't take me more than a couple of photos, because it could take forever. That all being said, that's what we're going to be working on. This video is going to be dedicated to the Ancient Forest. I'm going to do a video for each of the maps until we've completed them all, and hopefully it's not too unbelievably time-consuming, but we'll see. I know, like I said, the photos aren't. I've done all the photos. I did them a long time ago on my console version, so I know those don't take forever, but the treasure hunting can. So the first 3 we're going to focus on, a keen sense of smell. Bug trappers always carefully check the smells of their surroundings and their settlements. I wonder if they just find comfort in detecting their own odor, or if it's their way of scouting for intruders. Perhaps we can gain some understanding by studying their facial expressions. So captured as large as possible, one subject from the front, sniffing the surroundings. So this, I just think we have to find some bug trappers that we haven't recruited yet and just wait for them to be sniffing, and then we take a picture. Keeping up the pace. Bug trappers like to walk through the forest in groups. I surmise that each creature has its own unique role to play during these outings. What say you? Captured as large as possible, one subject from the front, giving orders to another bug trapper. This one I don't remember what we need to do exactly, but we just have to find that one giving orders to others, so I'll try and figure it out. The leaf boat. This one's super easy. This is the one I remember for sure. Traveling along water using tiny boats made of large leaves. What resourcefulness. They'll only display this behavior when they accompany you on an investigation, so I haven't been lucky enough to see it myself. What these old boats wouldn't give to catch a glimpse of this fascinating scene. Again, it always seems like the first 2 things are the difficult part, because captured as large as possible, it doesn't really tell you what that means. This does not necessarily mean zoom in as far as you can. Only need one subject. It's got to be from the front, and then it's got to be writing on a leaf. This one's super, super easy. So we're going to try and start with 1, then do 2, then do 3. And then we'll unlock 4 once we've turned these in. You can see here it says you have to complete at least 1 fulfillment of research requests 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you only have to do 1. Oh, okay, that's easier. And then it did have to have reach Unity level 7 with the bug trappers, but we're already at 10. I think we're at 10, which is the max. So that one's already completed. Okay, so the other thing I will just kind of show here before I head out. What I'm probably going to be doing for food is, once I remember where it's at, I think it's this one? Yeah, okay. Feline Zoomaster makes rare endemic life more likely to appear, which I believe is actually better than Feline Researcher and Feline Biologist. So Feline Researcher and Feline Biologist are daily skills that will randomly show up. And I think they say that they have a slight chance of making rare endemic life more likely to appear, where this one is makes rare endemic life more likely to appear. It's a stronger version of the skill, and I don't know if it stacks with Researcher and Biologist. I don't think I've ever tried to have the Zoomaster active while Biologist and Researcher were up, but that is kind of cool. And then, as we can see, the daily skill, I gotta go back. The daily skill, one of them is Macrozoologist, which makes large endemic life slightly more likely to appear. You can see this one says slightly. I think biologists and researchers say the same, whereas zoologist does not say slightly. It just says it makes them more likely. So this is a stronger version. So we're going to go ahead and go with this, but I also want to make sure I use a gourmet voucher to ensure I get the skill. And I have tons of them, so there's no reason not to. So now you can see, oh, it does, okay, so at least stacks with macrozoologists, so that's kind of cool. And then there's one other thing that I want to show that I'll be watching for. Again, this isn't super important because it's not the only map it appears in, but I want to watch for flourishing or upsurge on not the mushrooms, but the I can't remember what they're called in the Ancient Forest, but the Ancient Forest has 2 different like special gathering points. One's the mushroom clusters, and then there's another one. It's some kind of like herb. There's a rare endemic life that appears during flourishing and upsurge. I don't know if it's 100% show up rate. The funny thing is this endemic life didn't exist in base world, so the only time we could have potentially gotten it was for Hoarfrost Reach, when we were getting the collectibles in the Hoarfrost Reach at Iceborne. And I don't know if this creature appears in Hoarfrost Reach or not, but we couldn't have gotten it in base world, so that's how we ended up not really getting a chance to get it. So I don't know if it's 100%, but if I ever see flourishing or upsurge on the special gathering points in one of the maps, we're going to have to go looking for that rare endemic life. But that's how that one appears. There's another one that I need to get that just shows up. There's a chance it shows up, but that's partly why I want the Zoomaster. And then we do also, I talked about this, I think in the previous video, there is a rare endemic life that shows up in Hoarfrost Reach, but it only shows up at night, and I think it has to be clear nights. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. I haven't caught it, so I don't know for certain. I just know it has to be nighttime, and I haven't gotten that one yet, so we still need to try and get that as well. But I think those 3 are the only rare endemic life I have left. With all of that being said, I think I'm ready to head out, so I'm actually going to start in the Ancient Forest camp. And that's because we're going to go to Pawswap first thing. And hopefully also be able to get the one of the images. Alright, so one of the rare endemic life I've gotten before. I just happened to luckily get it on console. I never got it on PC, though, obviously. I don't remember where I got it. I still don't remember how to activate the... I wish I could remember this. Nope, that's not it. I'm trying to remember how to use the survey tool without having to... the survey set, without having to actually select it. I know there's a button control you can do for it. I just don't remember what it is. Oh, I just figured it out. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I have it selected. Derp. Hang on. No, that's not it. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to... if I could remember it, it would be nice. I think I just... No, that's a bug. Okay, I thought I saw the endemic life I was looking for. I'm a bit scatterbrained at the start here because I just realized there was something else I wanted to show. So this is what I have my item loadout as. Mega potions, because I literally can't put any more in storage. As you see, I have 9,999. Max potions, an ancient potion, ration, well done steak, Astera jerky, trank bombs, because I can't put them in storage, raw meat, mega barrel bomb, pitfall trap, shock trap, dung, my charms, wetfish fin plus, sushi fish scale, and sushi fish, great sushi fish scale. The reason my loadout is like this is these are meant for the Pawswap, except for the charms. I don't... Oh, and the dung. The dung's also meant in case we're trying to take a picture and a large monster shows up and I need to get them to go away. I'm hoping this stuff is good. I know that well done steaks in particular are really good for Pawswap, and I believe traps are as well. Everything else is just a random guess. And we'll just kind of show that off better once we get over there. Now, I'm trying to remember where... I think it's this way, right? To get over there. But I think I saw somewhere that you can supposedly... Oh, you can! You can travel to Pawswap. It's a fast travel location. That makes things super easy. Alright, well, I'm glad I showed that off. Now, I need to try and find a cat while it's sniffing. But I also have to find it from the front. See, it's sniffing around, but my problem is I need it from the front. So this guy might be the better option. No, no, no. Don't walk over here. You dick. I need them from the front, and they're facing behind me. So hopefully he turns... No! Alright, so this location isn't going to work. And yes, I know I'm talking a lot at the beginning. It's because I'm trying to show this stuff off and kind of explain what we're doing. That was terrible. I don't need to save that. That was a bad one. Maybe over here will be a better spot. But yeah, that's why I'm talking a lot now. It's just because for the first probably couple of things, it makes sense to talk and kind of explain what's going on. This is always the worst part of doing these stupid photos, though, is that the Grimalkind don't move on any specific path. So sometimes you think you're in a good spot, and you might be standing around forever waiting for them. See, now he turned around. And so I'm behind him, which means this photo will be bad. And this is just the worst thing ever, because getting them to be facing you while they're doing what you want them to do is freaking difficult. We'll save it. It looked like crap, though. That stupid mushroom got in the way. I wish they had a pathing that was easy to just go with, because... Alright, so he's joined... He sat down, so he's not going to sniff. I don't know if any of those were good. All right, we're just going to go with those and see how it goes. So let me kind of show Pawswap. Yeah. Yeah. You want to trade for goods our tribe has gathered? All right. Tutorial for Pawswap. We've literally never done this. You can now trade or Pawswap with Linians if your unity is high enough. You just had to get to 6, I believe. If you're friendly with the local Linians, head to their home to swap items with them. There are 3 Linians who will give a variety of responses when you show them the item you want to trade, so pay close attention to them before you decide whom to trade with. Pawswapping will increase your unity even more, resulting in the Linians offering a bigger variety of items to trade and helping you out more actively in battle. Yeah, the only downside is we already have our unity maxed, so it's whatever. In some cases, the Linian will use the item you gave it in combat if you take it with you as a tail raider. This is one of the reasons why you want to give them traps. Go on a treasure hunt. If you keep paw swapping with your Linian buddies, they may vary occasionally. From what I remember, it takes forever. Let something slip about treasures hidden all over the world. Find enough of them and you'll get new medals and titles for your guild card, depending on how many you found, so keep an eye out. Checking treasure tips. Talk to the Linians in their settlement. You'll be able to find treasure tips in areas of the world map with a treasure icon. On the wildlife map, you'll be able to check your treasure tips by pressing the D-pad. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Alright, so we want to swap. Let's start with a ration. They don't really care about that. As you can see, they're just kind of looking around like, eh. Well done steak, though. You can see 2 of them really want it. We'll just go with 1. Alright, we got a high-quality pelt for it. I thank you for choosing me. Take my prized possession in exchange. Alright, we can swap again. I think you can do 3 swaps total. Alright, so this one wants a trank bomb, so let's just give it the trank bomb. Alright, me? Are you sure? Thank you. It's so nice. Here, take my super secret treasure. And if you want to give them stuff they really want, because if you don't really get anything special. But if you give them stuff they really want, you get better unity and stuff, or it's worth more. Armor Sphere Plus. You are most generous. Take this treasure of mine in thanks. Okay, and we got a treasure tip, it looks like. I got this from someone, but I have no idea what it's referring to. Here, you take it. We bug trappers value smarts over strength. In accordance with our traditions, we'd like to share our happiness with you. We've prepared a gift for those able to solve a riddle based on a personal story. Good luck. East of the bug trapper den, a big flower blooms atop a tree. It looks out over a dazzling drop, as if thinking, who'd fall for me? Find this place and you can have a token of our appreciation. Thanks for coming to our wedding, Ray and Sue. Oh. Alright, so now you can see, you can check all your like treasure tips and stuff and how many you've gotten. Alright. So let's go do our first treasure. I know where this one is. It's not too difficult. The big clue is the drop. I remember looking for like a flower for the longest time and being like, I don't understand why I can't find this. The big clue is actually the drop part. Now, one of the other things, you want to pay attention if your Palico is talking, because your Palico will tell you when you found the treasure. Now the problem is I have to remember where the drop is, because I haven't gone on this map in a long time. It's not over here. Okay, it's a different direction. But yeah, your Palico will give away... those are bugs, right? Yeah. Your Palico will give away when you found the treasure. So just keep an eye out for the dialogue. Now, let's see. Is it down this way? Yeah, I think this is it. Right? Because this is the drop. See, there's no like flower here, but I'm pretty certain this is the drop I need. And then you fall down. It takes you all the way to the bottom. No, I must have been wrong. Was that not the drop? Maybe there's another drop. Okay, let's head back up real quick. There must be another drop. Ooh, I bet I remember where it is. It's this one over here. Because there is a flower over here. So here's a flower. We're east of the den. I bet you it's this one. Yeah, this is it. See, my whiskers are twitching. We're close to that treasure. We found it, Master. The treasure's right here. And then... where did he go? Yeah, there we go. Bug trapper treasure. Yay, we got a golden egg. And fledgling collector for getting our first treasure. Okay, so what we'll do... I'm going to go where I think the second photo is. And then we'll go check the Pawswap again, just to see if I can do more. I don't think I can. But if I can, great. And then after that, I'll probably be pretty silent and just be going to do their stuff, go and do like the other stuff. I just wanted to, like I said, talk during the beginning so that you kind of understand what I'm doing and why I'm going about it the way I am. Yeah, see, okay, so there's some bug trappers over there. Alright, I got a bunch of pictures there. Alright, so let's go check the Pawswap. Like I said, I don't think we can do Pawswap again, but let's just find out. Oh! That's right. There's one other thing I'll show. If we look at the map, you can actually see here, there's a little camera icon. Even though it still just says bug trappers, that icon is telling you that that's where one of your pictures can be taken. So that also helps. Pawswap. Yeah, see, we can't swap anymore. You cannot do this right now. All right, cool. All right, so like I said, I'll probably go silent now, and we'll just, as I accomplish goals, you'll get to see them. But I know this actually took me a lot longer than I thought to kind of go over this stuff, but I wanted to show what each thing is, how Pawswap works, like kind of my process for the photos, and then talk about the endemic life a bit. Oh, and show off the treasure hunting and how I'm going about it. So in any case, if I talk more, great, but if it's silent, well, I'll let you know, and I'll just talk to you when I get to the end of the video. Alright, everyone. So, I'm going to try and submit these observations. I have a feeling that the second and third one should be good, but I don't know that I got a good one for the first, but let's find out. The main reason that I'm talking now is because I'm betting I'm going to have to read some dialogue, because I think he gives a new dialogue when you first start kind of doing this stuff. Oh, it didn't count this one. That stinks. Well, that's okay. I'll go back for it. It's not a big deal, but I don't understand why that didn't get counted. Let's try this one first. Alright, what do we have here? My word, you fulfilled every single requirement. Awesome. Okay, so that one was easy. It looks like bug trappers sniff out their environment for possible danger. This should prove invaluable for the progress of endemic research. I will store your observation here for safekeeping. This research request is finished. Nothing brings as much joy to these old bones as watching my log fill up with your contributions. Oh, you know what? I bet I know why the other ones didn't show as being right. It's because I literally clicked submit observation for 1. So I bet if I click it for 2, we'll see the images for 2 with the print. So it'll probably be okay. Alright, so first Wyverian print, steel egg, and research points. Alright, keeping up the pace. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to try this one because no, you know what? This one because there's 2 there, and I think it's the most likely. But we can try this one too if this doesn't fulfill everything. Thank you for helping an old man with his research. Astounding. This easily fulfills all of the requirements for this request. Awesome. Okay. Bug trappers travel the forest in groups so that they may defend themselves against sudden attacks. In that sense, they're not that different from you hunters, I suppose. I will store your observation here for safekeeping. This research request is finished. Please take care of the other requests as well. Awesome. Grade updated. Alright. More stuff. Nothing really that special. Oh. Oh, I guess you do have to do all three. Okay, I was right the first time. I guess the way I read it, it sounded like you only had to do one of the three. Okay, the leaf boat. I always love this photo. Like, every time I have to take them, a picture of them on the leaf boat, it's great. Alright, what do we have here? By my crooked spine, this observation is absolutely flawless. I feared I would never be able to see a Linian on a leaf boat with my own eyes. You've made an old man's dreams come true. I will store your observation here for safekeeping. This research request is finished. In the meanwhile, there's more endemic research that needs to be done. Counting on you, Hunter. Okay, so, as I said, these are fast for the most part. Like, those three did not take me long at all. But the fourth one is another issue, at least for the Ancient Forest. So, Grimalkine under a chilly, wet roof. If caught in the rain, bug trappers can be spotted snuggling under an umbrella fashioned out of a single tree leaf. Some may even dress up for the occasion. Now this I have to see. So the locale is Area 4 or Area 6, so there are two spots you can check. But it has to be raining, and it can't be raining due to Kushala Daora. If it's raining because of Kushala Daora, they don't show up. Time of the day doesn't matter. But there's one other thing they don't tell you. So you're supposed to capture as large as possible. There should be two subjects and a trendy Grimalkin with a leaf umbrella. That's incorrect. Because there are three different outcomes. One, the Grimalkin shows up and things are happy. Two, the Grimalkin shows up and a jealous Grimalkin shows up and takes the first one away, and the other one is sad. And then the third one is the same as the second, except the sad Grimalkin is joined by the trendy one if you sit there and wait a little bit. But I don't believe that always happens. And that's where the problem comes in, is because you have to keep reloading until it works out the way you need it to. I don't know if you can just stay in the area and keep them, like run away and come back and see if they redo it. I don't think so, but I'm going to try that just because I remember this request taking me forever. Just because I needed to get it to rain, and then I had to get the right interaction. So it's not as simple as it sounds. But that's the next one we need to work on. So, yeah, back to it. Hey guys, this is something I just got from Pawswap that I've never seen before, but it's called Bug Trapper's Fried Dragonfly. A tasty treat acquired via Pawswap recovers a bit of health when eaten. Try giving it to the other Linians too. I have a feeling this is useful for Pawswap and other maps, so I just wanted to bring that up because this is something brand new to me. I've never seen this before. Hey guys, so that was the rare endemic life that I wanted to find for the upsurge. Arrowhead gecko, these lizards feed on the bugs that flock to fruit-bearing trees. Follow where their triangular head points. So the whole point of that is to show off where these special gathering points are. So yeah, I don't know if it always shows up when it's flourishing, but it worked out for me, at least with the zoologist active. So yeah, that was a rare endemic life that we hadn't gotten yet. We'll have to do... What will probably happen is it won't be in this video, but when I do the video where I get the rest of the rare endemic life that we need, namely the molies, I will show them all off in my my home. And so that's when we'll really take a look at it. But it looks like it's some kind of bluish lizard that's got a giant triangular head. But yeah, that's where I got it, was here. This is that unique mushroom colony that gets you... I can't remember the name of the mushroom, so let's grab it real quick. Gives you the moonlit mushroom. I'm sure you can also find the gecko up where the special flowers are up near the top of the map, if those are flourishing. I just happen to have flourishing mushroom colonies. So, yeah, so that's one more rare endemic life down. Now I just have to go take care of the rest of, well, the one last picture and the rest of these Pawswaps. All right, while I wait here another moment, I know some of it was hard to see, but this is one of the outcomes. This Grimalkine showed up to cover the girl or boy or whatever, the other Grimalkine, and that Grimalkine's actual significant other showed up and pulled them away. And so this one's all sad now because they were trying to probably make friends or get a mate or something. But it doesn't look like any other is coming out to comfort it. So this is not the image that we need. I know it shows the little paw print, but it is not the one we need. It says a trendy umbrella, but the snail is not what gives it away. I spent so much time trying to figure out what was going on because I thought that this is what I needed. It is not. So just know that that's one of the outcomes. There is another area I can check, and I'm going to go check there next. And maybe I'll get lucky, but just know that that one is not what you need. All right, everybody. So this is outcome number 2. This is where they're just happy, but this is not what we need, unfortunately. So I'm going to take a picture of it just in case. I probably should have taken a picture of the first one as well. But I know this isn't the right one, but I'm just taking it in case I missed something with the interaction. But it does look like I can just hang out here and keep running back, and a new interaction will happen. So I'm hopefully going to keep doing that until I get what I need. So again, I'll just see you all when hopefully this works out. Here it is, everybody. As you can see, she's trendy. She's got a little flower in her hair, and she's happy to hang out with him. This is what we needed. Hopefully I'm getting this large enough because I'm going to take one more when maybe their eyes aren't closed. There we go. Cool. And that should be what we need for the images. So that's pretty exciting. That went a lot faster than I anticipated. All right, let's see if this will fulfill all the requirements. I'm hoping it does. Let's see what you have for me today, shall we? Marvelous work. This is all I could have hoped for. Sharing an umbrella with your significant other? What a sweet sight. I will store your observation here for safekeeping. This research request is finished. You've completed all research requests for the bug trappers. Splendid work. Hey. Alright, we get a Sublime First Vivarian print, Golden Egg, and more research points. And that's it. We are now done with the bug trappers. However, I believe if we talk to him again after leaving... By my fuzzy buttocks, you've completed all the research requests for the bug trappers. Thanks to you, we now have a much closer relationship with this tribe. I am in your debt. Here's a little something for your trouble. Go on, take it, and I won't take no for an answer. And we get a Grimalkin doll. So that's obviously a decoration for our house. So that takes care of the bug trapper pictures. So the last thing that I'm going to do in this video is the Pawswap treasures in the ancient forest. So that's probably going to be a pretty long montage, I guess, of accessing the tips and then completing the treasures. So let's get right into that. Mew, I wish I had a girlfriend. Anyway, I can't make sense of this riddle at all, so you take it. Sharing is caring. We met on a lower floor of our lair, the bottom of the forest. Bug cages help us protect ourselves, so they require proper maintenance. When I went to look for materials one day, I found nothing but poisonous mushrooms, and to top things off, I was attacked by a monster with a long, icky tongue. Then Ray appeared and saved me by quickly putting together a thunderbug cage using an insect found nearby. My hero. It was on top of an elevated platform with a nice, sweet, healing shower. Okay, so it's a spot that's near the bottom of the forest, has thunderbugs, or not thunderbugs, flash flies, and has a vigor wasp. I wonder if it's in the tree area, so I guess I'll head there. Well, in any case, let's go see what we can find. Honestly, this was not my first thought of where it would be. But when I really thought about the whole puke part with the, the creature with a long tongue, I was like, oh, there is a vigor wasp up here, isn't there? Is there a flash bug? Here's the treasure. I don't see any flash bugs though, so that's kind of weird. Well, whatever, it's fine. Like a nice wyvern tear, but yeah, so that's our second treasure. Hey guys, I know I keep jumping in, but I did have one other thing I wanted to show off. I was able to get Feline Zoomaster and Feline Biologist at the same time. I still don't know for certain that they stack, but you can see that Zoomaster says makes rare endemic life more likely to appear, whereas Biologist says makes rare endemic life slightly more likely to appear. So you can tell Zoomaster is stronger. I'm hoping they stack because that would be nice. Anything that will help this rare endemic life show up. But I just wanted to show that off and let you know that you can get them both at the same time. I still don't know if they stack though. I wonder what they buried there. I'm terrible at figuring out stuff like this, so feel free to take it. Sharing is caring 3. You know we have to pull off a successful hunt if we want our relationship to be acknowledged by the tribe, right? But it's so hard. First we tried to use the shiny thing and the shocky thing at the wyvern waterhole near the big flower, but we failed. The wyvern chased us until we saw the sea, but fortunately a falling tree saved the day. Ray said it was all according to plan. If that was true, I mean, how cool is that? Can you find this helpful tree? Hey guys, I can hear that other endemic life. I just don't know where it is yet. There it is. I can see it up there. My problem is, how do I capture it? I see how. Gotta go up. I hear it. There it is. Blue Diva. It's easy to get lost in this bird's beautiful melodies, but it's actually a mating call to the males. Alright, so the nice thing with this is there's no more rare endemic life that I have to find while doing this other stuff until Hoarfrost Reach. So the Pawswap should be faster going forward for me, which will be good because it's taking me a lot longer than I expected, mainly because I was looking for the rare endemic life. But the Arrowhead Gecko and the Blue Diva were the two rare endemic life I hadn't gotten yet that I knew about. And now that I have them, there's only one more that I know about that we can only get in the Hoarfrost Reach. And I mentioned it before, it should spawn at the top of the mountain at night I think it also has to be a clear weather. So for now, though, I'm just going to continue Pawswap, and hopefully it'll be much faster now. So hopefully you enjoy getting to see more of that. To the west of here, there's a stone that spits fire with a spiral cave nearby, lit up by a shiny thing. We exchanged bug cages inside the cave, the ones for capturing hearts, not limbs. Please stay true to me, Ray. Well, can't say I didn't try. Now I'm sick of looking at this piece of scrap, so you can have it. Sharing is carrying 5. I want to share the place where Ray and I first touched cheeks. Straight out of the spiral cave, we passed a spider web. Then, a cloud of bats startled me, so I clung on to Ray, passed through a narrow exit, and looked for the root of a tree. You'll see 6 feathers flying in the air. Jump off the tree root and pass through a cave of roots until you reach a large waterfall. It's a beautiful spot, but I only had eyes for my Ray. We touched cheeks in a high spot with a good view of the fall. 3 brothers nearby looked at us with creepy eyes. That kind of ruined the moment. Everyone's tripping over themselves to find the secret spot, but I'm done. Here, you have it. Sharing is carrying 6. After we touched cheeks, it suddenly started raining. We headed north for shelter and found a wonderful tree house. Ray's so dreamy. See if you can find it too. Alright, north of the last place we went. We had to return to our tribe in time, so we took a shortcut by pushing aside the branches and going under the roots to the east. But we got lost inside the cave, so we had to spend the night near some shiny bones. I wasn't scared because I had Ray by my side. Try to find this special place. I searched for 3 days, but to no avail. Here, you can have it. There's no way you'll ever find it, though. Sharing is caring 7. Dad got angry at us for getting lost in the forest. There's a famous mushroom growing in a cave that can be reached by swinging along the vines. He wants me to go get one, or he won't accept Ray. To the west of the Wyvern Waterhole, turn south from the fishing bug, and use the vines to reach this location. That wasn't all, though. I had to keep going south, using the vines, and then bring back the honey you can see in the distance when standing on the blue fruit. I'd never have found it if I hadn't noticed the shiny bug on the tree. Luckily, Dad forgave us for everything. I hope you can find this place too. Do you think there's really something there? If there is, will you trade it with me for something? Sharing is caring 8. This is where I propose to Ray. It's kind of embarrassing, so I'll keep it short and to the point. Lair, slide, blue mushroom, turn right, down stick vine, find gross thing there. That's how far I was carried in Ray's arms. Then, Ray used a bomb to cause a flood. Heh. It sure cleaned up the place. Can you do the same? Check in front of the Lover's Waterfall. Ray said we could dry ourselves by jumping down, but we ended up in a river. So much for that idea. We followed the river to a cave behind a waterfall and then fished for a bit. Ah, sweet memories. I can't even count the number of days I wasted on this nonsense. I'm done. You can have it. Sharing is caring 9. To get our marriage approved, we need to carve our signs into wall paintings in this region. We found one etched into a tree near where the flood occurred. It's a nice and sunny spot. The next wall painting was harder to find, though. Near the cave, behind the waterfall. There's another fall. The painting we found was right at the top of that. The next wall painting was the one farthest from our lair. It's way out in the middle of nowhere, and hardly anyone ever goes there, so it may take a while to find. There's no way you'll find this. Not even I can figure this out. Sharing is caring 10. I looked for a present to surprise Ray with on our wedding day. I found the biggest sweet thing in the region, and there's only one of them. It has healing powers too. Try recalling my previous riddles. I also picked a mushroom that can only be reached by crawling, elbowing through, or diving into water. It's very rare, so I'm sure Ray will love it. I'm so looking forward to the wedding. And that's the story of our wedding. Our third one, we'll have you know. But everyone celebrated, and we are so happy. You can find our gift on top of the round rock dangling in the air. Alright, and that is the final treasure of the Ancient Forest. I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't too bad. It took longer than I expected, but part of the problem was I didn't realize if you got aggroed by like small monsters, your palico wouldn't let you know when you're getting close to the treasure. So I actually ran past a couple of them. I was like, this has to be the area. This has to be the area, and I just didn't realize I was right. And so some of them took me longer than I wanted, but it really just came down to use the Gilly Mantle so that monsters don't aggro. Because, again, if a monster's aggro to you, your palico won't let you know when you're close to treasure. But that wasn't too bad. Let's go check and see if they say anything to us. If we try and like look at treasure tips. And then after that, we'll go look at the 2 decorations we got from them in our house. And that'll finish up Ancient Forest. No, they don't say anything. Okay, but we have completed it, so we only have 5 more areas to go. All right, so let's return home, and let's look at Grimalkine Painting 1 and 2. Not really a worthwhile reward at all. A stone thrower jewel, really? Oh, new music has been added to the music player. I wonder what got added. Some of these, I think, were just old VIP ticket things I hadn't turned in, and I haven't checked in with the housekeeper in a while. Man, lots of stuff. Yeah, this is all stuff from, like, the Fun Fright Fest back around Halloween. When, like, we did the, we turned in VIP tickets to get stuff, and then we also did the Steamworks and got stuff. I just haven't checked I haven't, like, done any decorating in my room in that long a time. However, I'm once again not going to do much here. I just want to look at these pictures we got. If I can find them. There we are. Alright, so there's Grimalkine Painting 1. It's just some like, carvings. and there's 2, a bunch of different carvings. One of which seems to include the first one, so I don't know why you would ever not use Grimalkine painting 2. Okay, so that is the Ancient Forest extra stuff. It wasn't too bad, like I said. It took me longer than I wanted it to, but I think the rest of them should be shorter because I won't have to look for any endemic life. We're just going to have to take photos and do Pawswap. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon to get email updates when I upload new videos. And of course, you can leave any comments or suggestions in the area below the video. I've also left my Twitch and Twitter links in the description. That way you can check out those platforms if interested. However, that is all I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching. And as usual, this is Xephyr, signing out.